Alright, today I'm going to show you how to make a steak turner. What we've got here is a piece of 1/4 inch square. It's about 24 inches long. Size is variable. It all depends on how far away you want to be from the pan or wherever you're turning the steak. This is going to be a pretty simple project, so really all we need: trusty hammer, anvil, fire, and the steel. This one we are going to be using the horn of the anvil, so I'll adjust the camera here in a little bit to make sure you're able to see that. And we're going to go ahead and get started.
I start by forging a taper on the end of the bar, then I'm going to use the far edge of the anvil with half-face blows to draw out the bar until I have a long, gentle taper all the way to the end. I want the drawn down section to be about 6 inches for this. Once I have the length I need, I'll move back to the face of the anvil to flatten it out and remove the bumps left by working at the edge of the anvil. Another heat to round it out by forging on the edges of the diagonal. Then as it cools down, lighter blows while slowly rotating the bar around will give me a nice round cross section. Now, over to the horn of the anvil to forge the hook. To do this, I'm going to lightly hammer over the edge of the horn and move the bar forward so that it curves around as I go. Now, with the hook forged, I need to bend it over 90 degrees. I use the edge of the anvil and then alternate blows on top and side of the anvil to square up the bend. And you can see this does cause the hook to warp a little bit, so I'm going to set it back on the anvil and straighten it out. Now, with the business end of our steak turner done, it's time to work on the handle. I'm going to forge another taper on the end, and then, just like before, I'll use half-face blows on the far edge of the anvil to draw out the bar. Now for the handle on this one, I'm going to be doing something very similar to the way I do the handles on my blacksmith knives. I'll use the tip of the horn on the anvil to bend the bar around until it doubles back on itself with just a little bit of a gap in the middle. I don't want them to come completely together, I just want to have a loop. After I've got the loop, I'm going to use some scrolling tongs just to put a little bit of a curl right in the end to protect the user from the sharp end of that taper. Now, I did forget to press record when I did the twisting on the middle section of this bar, but if you want to see how I do the twists, go over and check out my no forge weld fire poker video, and you'll be able to see how I do it over there. Just a little bit of straightening up of that twisted section, and this guy's ready to flip some steaks.